Morning. Slept a bit late today, sorry. And didn't sleep very well last night. Keeping my ear out for the boy. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Together as a collective. And without you this doesn't work. Today's the 22nd. It's the Fool beginning his journey again. And I did post the Fool's journey, didn't I? I think it was last week sometime. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new beginning in your life. You wake up every morning, fresh starts. Draw a line in the sand. Yesterday is gone. DJ's giving me a really weird one this morning. And all I can think is, for me personally, is showing that I ain't had my chimney swept. Because it's Mary Poppins. The scene where Dick Van Dyke does the chimney sweep dance, you know, on top of the roofs. They're calling it a step in time. So it's just one step in time that could change everything. So obviously the name Dick and Mary could be important. So could Poppins, for all I know. It could be a cafe that you work at, or a dyke. A nanny, even. Somebody who takes care of kids. But we'll see. Whatever this is, could be after lunch. Confusion. Not speaking your truth. Unable to cut through the fog. Somebody maybe deliberately confusing you. Lies, deceit, and possibly even theft. And we have a woman, clear thinking, logical, not thinking with a heart, thinking with a head. Prepared to cut anything out of her life that no longer serves her. Could be that you're visiting a doctor, priest, or lawyer, female. It's professional advice. Someone who can see the bigger picture, detached. Maybe to do with finances. We've got two women now. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This isn't usually, in most decks, a Leo, but it's about financial success and fear. So we fear this new beginning. We're putting it off until tomorrow. Maybe someone in 1970 plus or minus 12 in the past involved or holding you back. Not wanting to take the risk. Coming out of a toxic situation. Capricorn energy, first major arcana. I was born on the 15th, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in, I'd like to say, a positive way, because we're breaking the shackles. Contracts are being broken. Anything that's manipulated you or kept you trapped. Seduction. Somebody's tried to seduce you maybe with finances or other means. It's no longer being used. You see the lotus flower rising from the muck of the swamp? It's not caring anymore what other people think. It's not trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's letting go of material matters. Because now you're going towards your spiritual side, who you truly are. Those people born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. It's hospital doors, it's people in the medical field, it's healing medical matters. Above all, it's going with the gut. And knowing that you don't have to walk this next part of the journey alone once you're out of this toxic situation. You don't have to fear, because Spirit is sending you someone to walk beside you in spirit or the flesh. I was born on the 9th or the 27th, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. Virgo energy. It's healing. It may mean, though, that there's problems within the home or the family unit. Perhaps repairs need doing. Or you can't go to a celebration, or a wedding's off. It's a nightmare situation. So, the nightmare is the fear of something that's trapping you, something that's toxic, something that's using you or you them, and you need to get out of it. Because the Hermit card is like the Buddha card. They walk away from everything they've ever known to be themselves, to be the best that they can be. Not concentrating on material matters, because like we said, money can't buy you health, happiness or love. And there's a lack of love in this situation. And there's a lack of stability. It's all about words and money. Thoughts, nightmares, sleepless nights. And fear. The Spirit wants you to leave it behind. Yeah, the reason for this confusion is money. Somebody feels a lack. Somebody feels alone in a room full of people. They maybe took a risk once before and it didn't pay off. 5 years is mentioned. Finally, we have some love. The answer is yes. Think logically. Get advice. Doctor, priest or lawyer. 9 months. For some Gemini, Libra, Aquarius females, this means you may become pregnant. There's a new beginning at any rate, waiting. Somebody is offering their unconditional love. And maybe someone's not sure of whether to take the offer because they're frightened. If you're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe you're bored, maybe you're stubborn, or maybe you're just frightened of accepting the offers coming your way. The Spirit is saying don't be frightened because they put the fool on the fool. You may be putting it off until tomorrow, but it needs to be done. Feel that fear and do it anyway. Walk away. Just like Dick Whittington did. He left the village far behind with people laughing at him behind his back. The toxic people. Because he believed the streets of London were paved with gold. And when he got there, he felt the fool because they weren't, obviously. But that didn't stop him. Just because he felt the fool, he had a dream and he followed it. And eventually, he became the Lord Mayor of London. So he had the last laugh of those toxic people. So you may fall on your face a couple of times. So what? At least you'll be living your life. Yep, you got to plan now to get out of this toxic situation. What did they call that lady that had the head in them Bible films? Is it Delilah? Somebody's head is on the block anyway because I've never seen this in the Eight of Wands. It's a lady's got a knife in one hand and a head in the other. Can you see that? Somebody's after your head. Well, that's the toxic situation. So you need to plan and get out of this. There may be infatuations with outsiders. Maybe this female, I believe she was somebody's wife, decided she fancied somebody and they knocked her back, so she took their head off. Not a good look. And confusion. I was born on the 18th, living all past it for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Like we said before, it's being torn between two people, two properties, two situations, ping-ponging between houses, looking after too many people, got elderly parents, grandkids, or just spreading yourself too thin. It's time to choose which path you want to take. And until you do, your wishes and dreams can't come true. Aquarius energy. 17th and 18th. And we know the full moon next month is the 16th. Because there's unfinished business here that's becoming a nightmare. There's lack of commitment. Somebody lacks stamina. Doesn't finish what they started. Fire sign energy. And then Spirit give us the card we started with. But this time in the upright. It's about abundance. It's about success. It's about a new beginning. But you have to speak your truth. Above all else, cut through the bullshit and get to the point. Could be October time. It looks like some of you are going to give birth or have a new child. For others, it's just a new beginning. Because this card, trust me, never has a pregnant lady on it. This one does. So if you're a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I believe you're probably going to give birth to something brand new. The October, the pumpkin, suggests that it's Libra. I don't think that card is for Libra, but it suggests it's Libra. So October time, there may be a new beginning. There's issues with the ankles and legs, the knees, the bones. groups, crowds, society as a whole. Looks like somebody's head's on the chopping block. Maybe that's what you're afraid of, that it's going to be your head that's on the chopping block. Oh my word. You can't make it up. 3 times they've given us that Ace of Swords. When we started, we was confused. Somebody was lying to us. Somebody was thieving from us. It was lack of clarity. And then suddenly Spirit says, things become clearer. And now they're crystal clear. That sword will serve you either to cut you or to cut something else, depending on how you hold it, by the shaft or by the blade. You decide. Time to cut through the bullshit, get to the point, speak your truth, and shame the devil. Again, the arguments with the woman, the mother and child. If you're the mother, you may be arguing with your children. If you're the children, you may be arguing with your mother. But it's mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. So, advice about a new beginning, children, childbirth. Perhaps a failed pregnancy. Perhaps you've already failed once or had something go wrong in a previous pregnancy and you don't believe there's another. Or perhaps, like we said before, there's a couple here that are arguing because the female wants another baby or the male does and the other partner doesn't. Because this may have been the result of a one-night stand. This is unfinished business. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It's to do with the military. November the 11th, May the 31st, but above all the 3rd or the 30th, living or past, date for your diary and address. And this Jack the Lad, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, don't get hung up on the signs, it could be anywhere in your chart, but that is what it stands for. One night stands, unfinished business. And then we have a need for balance, overcoming addictions, finding your balance. Sagittarius energy, was born on the 14th of any month, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. There are lessons to be learned here from the fear. To take risks and bring balance back to your life. You have come out the other side and are stronger for it. It's about weight loss, it's about balance, it's about lessons learned. Patience. And then we have somebody feeling sorry for himself there. The King of Cups is maybe drinking because he knows somebody's got his head on the block and he needs to be out of this toxic situation. Somebody at the very least who's depressed, feels empty and devoid of feeling. Because this is a matter that needs settling. It's been going on too long. Could be a dental or medical issue, and it's the settlement needed of a long-standing problem. We cannot rise until we do. We've got a rune there. I think it's either the man or horse. 20 seconds, let me see if I can find me rune book. Let me have a look, 1 minute. So that rune means the man. So it's a significant male figure. And we've got the upset male, haven't we? He is, you have to be on your guard and careful. Somebody may be working against you because they know that you want to settle this, and they're on the opposing side. Ooh. And there again, it shows two women. Doesn't usually do that. And we've already got an argument with a woman. So there may be two feminines. Could be a same-sex relationship. There's disappointment here. Cups spilled. It's time to stop looking back on the past. Draw a line in the sand. You played your part in this disappointment, but you're not to blame. No one is. It's just one of those things. It looks like growing pains. You need to stop crying over spilt milk, literally, because it could be a pregnancy. Spilt milk is a pregnancy. And move forward. If you've ever said the saying, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, we're at that bridge. But there is enemies here. Someone who comes in fast or doesn't even have to come in, maybe already in, because he's got a sword there with that child. Somebody being held at ransom, if you like, in this toxic situation. And somebody saying something harsh that you didn't expect. There's enemies. So watch yourself. There's no give and take in this situation. Somebody is using someone else. And it's not good. You're not on the same page with somebody. It could be about a pregnancy, but it's probably about a new beginning. You have to speak and follow your truth. We keep talking about spilt milk. So some of you, it's definitely an unexpected pregnancy. I've no actual proof of that. It's just from the cards, even though it's quite strange that that's got the pregnancy on it. But there's too many coincidences, and Spirit don't deal in coincidences. So it is either to do with new beginnings, children, pregnancy. But you need to think clearly and cut away what no longer serves you, because the 20th is negative energy and it needs settling. And you are strong, and if you can survive this, look at what you've survived already. You will come out stronger on the other side. And there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but you've got to choose to walk that rainbow. Because the treasure's not here. There's no abundance. Nothing can grow in barren lands. And there's no luck while you stay there either. You're fighting against fate and destiny. So Spirit can't help you. And it will be a never-ending story unless you change things. Avoid travel at this time, especially going near water for some reason. And what you put in your bath, they're telling me. So be careful if you've got a new product that you're putting in your bath. Don't do that, or shower. Somebody's spying on you. So, and you need to step back and observe. Not yet. So putting things off until tomorrow. Not yet. Not time to go yet. They know it's a nightmare situation. They know you've got unfinished business there. And if you don't settle this, it looks like this toxic situation is keeping somebody hostage in whatever way you interpret that. Somebody may be using the children against you. Somebody may be from the outside is trying to blackmail you. There's some issue here. that you have to speak your truth so that it releases you from the threat, and be ready for anything. Stay poised. I see Sagittarius. Like I said, we've come out the other side of the tunnel, and now we've found our balance. We're stronger than we've ever been before. We've learned our lessons. The 21 is bringing things full circle, closing the loop, which was yesterday. And it will bring success once you see clearly. Sagittarius energy. Luck is not chance, it is toil. Fortune's expensive smile is earned. You're just about ready to hit your mark. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter and is mutable, easygoing. So I don't. Some maybe, but not all. Depends what your chart is. Half man, half horse. What did I just say about the room? It's a man. It's somebody who may be out to get you for some reason. Sagittarians are usually honest, but then again, like I said, they are tricksters sometimes, so be careful. Candid and not afraid to speak the truth. They are freedom-loving fire signs and not offended by the truth, often surprised when others take offence at their words, so whatever's said may go down like a lead balloon. They're drawn to religious ideas even though sometimes they deny it. They will go through periods of not believing in any religion at all, or claim not to believe in anything, and bucking against authority, religion or philosophy. They will argue for hours about religion, and usually at some point in life they turn to some type of faith, but such faith always remains intellectual pursuits. They're highly idealistic. They have to learn some hard lessons in life because nobody's perfect. Creative, outdoorsy, and have a great sense of play and fun. They're also extremely restless and would prefer not to stay in the same spot. Instead, they'd rather roam. Sagittarians dislike routine, and that unfinished business can be one of their traits. They don't like being encumbered by the usual 9-to-5 job, and they may end up as magicians, fire eaters, or tattoo artists. Entertainers, publishers, literary agents, clergy, tutors, bookstore owners, whatever does not require a set schedule. Sagittarians tend to be rather lucky, but have a habit of not handling money well, and will sometimes squander any wealth that comes to them. They're confident, which makes them highly attractive and popular, and drawing to them what they need. Sagittarians also have integrity and will not go along with anything unfair or underhand. Like I said, that depends on the chart. Wicca, paganism and Catholic Church are all ruled by Sagittarians. When you think about it, these religions with their pomp and ceremony, candles and incense have much in common. Though not as showy as their fellow fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius tend to largesse by their nature and prefer to what they do to be memorable. The Archer sign does not want an ordinary life. So when this card turns up in a reading, freedom at this time is essential. You will feel the need to fight against restrictions, contracts, etc. of any kind, and want everything to be out in the open. You want to know where you stand. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner may need to be given extra space and a looser rein. You may find yourself especially philosophical at this current time and even studying religions which may not have appealed to you before. Interestingly, Sagittarius is a sign represented by large animals, especially horses and dogs. What did I say? So 1966, 1970, plus or minus 12, February to February. You may soon be acquiring a new pet, or it may be that animals are already a big part of your life. Like these beautiful beasts, you love the sense of wildness and being in the open air. You may soon travel to areas of vast countryside or regions with mountains and lakes that you want to explore. You may embrace a new philosophy, enroll in a class of higher education or learning, and begin to study churches or religion. A visit to the casino, so get your lottery tickets, or another area where gambling takes place, could likely come about, and you will be fortunate and win. As long as you don't proceed recklessly, it's a good time to take a gambler. So don't bet what you can't afford to lose. Your future looks promising because you're ready to expand and grow beyond your limits. If you do encounter difficulties, you will surmount them easily and move forward to your next lucky break in life, which should be coming very soon. So good luck. Favourable conditions, being open and broad-minded, going for the truth above all else, being truthful, being frank, being honest, being kind and helpful, allowing others to be who they are, seeking answers, becoming curious, psychic fairs, visiting areas of study, universities, lecture halls, churches, bookstores, courthouses, feeling passionate, going on a big adventure, travel in a southeastern direction, giving others their freedom, gathering others together for a good cause, living in the moment, avoiding commitment, clumsy accidents, feeling loose inside the body, wine and beer, campouts, fireplaces, horses, the kidneys, buttocks and upper thighs, gambling places, lottery tickets, panhandlers, the colour of violet, magenta and blue, freedom, exploration, lucky breaks, religion, travel and philosophy. Above all, honesty. So for them lottery tickets, let's see what we can give you for numbers wise. We only use the positive, so 15 and 9, 27, 14, and maybe 22. Could go either way. So there's the good numbers for you. I'm not giving you the negative numbers because I don't believe they're important. Dance with life. Some of you have forgotten how to enjoy life. You have to do something that changes your energy. So crank up the music, open the windows and have a dance. 62. 62. Life is always moving. If you resist the ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe is a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy frequency and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to move by intuition, which is connected to the systemic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you wouldn't normally do to shift your energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Do something to change your energy. Too many. And the Spirit Whisperer, we had that yesterday, and again it's the 3, and it's the problem that we're having with the mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Spirit are trying to tell you something here, and you're not listening. So, once again, we start. As an ally, the Spirit Whisperer comes to you held in the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine through your higher senses so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the next right action and steers you away from trouble. The Spirit Whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward, always knowing just in time the correct next step. She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose, and when she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas with continual action that lead to success. It's a very good omen. So we've got 2 good omens here. If your question is about relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of a soul connection, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. She will whisper how long, how short, how deep, and how sweet the relationship can be. There were soul bargains made even before you both were born, and an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the Spirit Whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love can bring. So you've got to share your fears and speak your truth. If you can't communicate, it's not a relationship, is it? There's ways of doing it, however, without arguing. So it's time to have the conversation, I believe. Speak your truth. Even if it's just a conversation with Spirit, they need to know what you truly think. Because you're on a mission. They know you're a natural giver, but don't give too much. It's about the power of the mind. Rise up and be strong. Don't let people inside your head. And there it is again. You're being taught a lesson, and you then have to use that lesson and teach others. Inspire others, and let nature be your greatest teacher. Animals, insects, birds, etc. And then the light is back. Look at the space between the trees for the answers. So if you can't see the wood for the trees, look at the space between. The gaps when you're not thinking about this situation, when you're not concentrating on this, that's when Spirit will drop little answers in, when you're least taking notice. So be prepared. Thanks for listening.